Only on Fox 5, a Maryland man does his own detective work, finding his stolen SUV up for sale in D.C. And no, it doesn't have a GPS tracker on it.
Police tell Fox 5 carjackings and auto thefts are different crimes, but they are seeing the two overlap and a spike in both amidst this pandemic. Our Stephanie Ramirez live tonight in downtown Silver Spring with more on that case. Steph?
Marina, Jim, so Brian Williams lives in the Silver Spring area. He says his son had his Jeep on January 29th around 2:30 in the morning, a little bit further up George Avenue here by the Bank of America. The son hopping out real quick and then comes back to nothing. The vehicle is gone.
Honestly, I wasn't shocked. Fortunately, I saw it before they did, because I don't think, and this is my honest feeling on it, is that I don't believe that they ever would have detected the car based on what had happened.
Now that's Brian Williams there telling us that after his son told his parents the Jeep was stolen, Williams filed a police report. His wife posted stolen auto notices to neighborhood listservs, but then instead of waiting, Williams started searching online and ended up finding his 2008 Jeep Patriot with the same dents and marks that he has on his, listed for sale for $2,950 on the site OfferUp. Now he took screen grabs right away, which is a good thing because a few days later, Williams says that post was taken down. The post also named an actual licensed used car dealership in D.C. Police were able to connect with that used auto dealer and coordinated things so that Williams could come, ID his vehicle, and pick it up. He took it home last week. No one was hurt. Police are still investigating that dealer. We talked to a Montgomery County detective today who said he's a lucky man. Finding a stolen auto this way doesn't exactly happen often.
We've seen instances in the last 12 months in the pandemic where people would kind of take more proactive stances in things like this, or they actually would try to get their car back themselves. So the fact that this person worked with law enforcement to get their car back is exactly what we want to see.
There's a better way of being able to have a career, and this is not one of them. It's a short-lived career, but the problem that I had, the problem that everyone's going to understand is that it's an ongoing thing.
Montgomery County Police tell us they had nearly 1,400 auto thefts last year. That does not include carjackings. That's a separate crime. Now, police, they're warning everyone that another thing that some thieves are looking toward is if couples have more than one key fob and maybe leave a spare key fob in a different vehicle. They're looking for those homes that have more than one car and are doing this. Williams, he's telling people lock your doors, maybe invest in a GPS device. And he also jokes saying he might start a business trying to find stolen cars. Back to you.
Yeah.